Welcome to the magical theater of the strange and fantastic.
We only got one player. Guess we're gonna start the game. I don't know how to play this game, but we're gonna learn.
Once upon a time, before everything went to rack and ruin, the moon realm was ruled by a beautiful goddess. But then, Little Bear, whom the moon goddess had shown nothing but love, stole two of his mistress's precious possessions: the black moonstone and a magic pair of scissors known as caligraphy. After declaring himself Moon Bear King, he invaded the goddess's castle, smashed the white moonstone to pieces. Once upon a time, I once upon a now. This is my moon, so just get to the part where I sound good. Right, yes, of course. Wasn't everyone so very proud when the moon goddess was obliterated? Wasn't it just great that the impressive Moon Bear King gave a piece of the white moonstone to each of his generals, screwing over the moon at large? Oh yes, the next 3 years was something special. Now, where do I begin? He was the Moon Realm's ruthless new king, and intent to keep it that way. So night after night he spirited away the souls of children and locked them inside wooden coffins who were doomed to defend Castle Riddlesdown.
Kind of reminds me a little bit of
Tonight was no exception. It would prove to be quite exceptional.
Oh, the poor dearie. Look, yin yang, another day, another soul. Poor indeed. Joy land is the tyrant. How many of these children are you planning to parade off to certain mutilation before you realize you're wasting your time? Why, one more, and then another after that. My hands on canvas.
Meet our hapless hero, who's just blinked back to life, firmly in the Moon Bear King's clutches. Kutaro, your soul was summoned here at my behest. Kutaro, will you be my friend? Bows to the bitter end. Lovely. Another dance who left your head in the Moon Bear King's belly. Listen, you're going to drop dead if you go without a head. And I'll be the one to start with cleanup. Come on, let's find something else you can use. A substitute head. What's rattling around in there? Perhaps I just help myself. This should do nicely. It's all set. Remember those head spots. They may be weird, but they flap around with lots of use for heads. But one little touch, and they'll drop their stash. You know, a new kid on the chopping block like you ought to have a couple of noggins at least. Can't take any chances. There's another one, see? Just like I said. What am I doing wrong? Am I not powerful enough?
Now, this right away, their music will stay. No more head. So remember, if you lose your head, pick it up post haste. Oh, and one other thing. Mule sparkles. Here, I'll show you. Voila! These are mule sparklers. Collect 100 and you'll be able to musically come back to life, even if you do lose all your hair. Let's keep looking. There, the witch's ruler. Keep your eyes peeled for mule sparkles if you want to stay alive. Oh, that moon bear king is always angry. Oh, look there. You see that head symbol? Listen, every head has a little bit of magic to it. They react to places and objects that resemble them. Oh, why don't you just give it a try? Here, first choose the right head. Now, use the head magic. Anyway, keep an eye out for those head symbols. Anything could happen. Look at that. No wonder they're so skinny. Please, let you come at home. Go and bring it to me!
Wow.
Squirrels and fork. The witch doesn't take kindly to long ways. What's a feisty fork? It's as wicked as the witch. Hey, I warned you. Remember to pick that up quick. No more heads means no more you. Pass through that shivering gateway to proceed to the back of the kitchen.
Now, make no mistake, Kuturo was not alone in his plight. The kitchen was already staffed by unfortunates whom the Moon Bear King had plucked from their beds. These children had been charged with keeping the fickle king fed, and it was a miserable, hopeless task. After all, his appetite was as vast and insatiable as his lust for power.
Careful, there's this thing about fire and popping. All those mule sparkles, you don't want to toast yourself grabbing them.
Imagine being one of these types and spending dusk till dawn getting kneaded and grated, peeled and parboiled, marinated, melted, minced and mashed. Or, if they're lucky, just zested, followed by a light grating.
I smell something delicious. The witch's soul, and that's my lunch. Oh, wait, Head, bread. Oh, try it on that sandwich. Head, bread. Ah, there's that head symbol again. See how using your head can change the world? And I do mean that quite literally. If you don't present yourself soon, the mule witch will lose her temper. Well, you thought losing your head was bad.
The witch, in case you're wondering, was a singularly screwy sorceress by the name of Edna Fox. You'd think someone that gifted with a cauldron would know a thing or two about cooking, and you'd be wrong. As for Kuzuro's happy companion, name of Yin Yang, he used to be the moon goddess's faithful feline. One might say his current mistress was a step down in some regard.
Watch out for the vegetables. In this kitchen, the cook is a cook, and the squash are out to squish.
Hurry along now, dearie. Bring up lazy boys. I want us to get down in the trap. Come, little my pretty. So you can get yeah, open the window. I'm missing a leg. You got me.
Ooh, freeze! What do you think? Meowed by my cat-like reflexes?
Ah, where is the moon goddess? I demand to know where you have taken her. Ah, unhand me, you lout! How dare you! That petty princess ought to pipe down. Are you the new boy? I suppose you want me to get your soul back so you can return home. Well, not until you march those wooden legs up to the Moon Bear King's throne room and fetch me his magic scissors. You can do it. After all, you are a baby.
Deja vu. How many very special boys are we up to now?
Yes, you can keep it company.
Whoop-de-doo. Welcome to the Tower of Tribulation. But don't let a cheerful name like that fool you. This place is dripping past its past. My cat senses are tingling. See, you never know where a head might be hiding. Head haunts, dreadlocks, parking lots. Check everywhere. They don't say, get your head out of the gutter for nothing. We have a spherical situation. Right, before we get bowled over. Still in one piece? We have a spherical situation. Right, before we get bowled over. Still in one piece?
Crucible had been snatched away.
What the heck did I do? I messed up.
Now to meet the central tower. There's the entrance to the throne room. No one has ever made it this far.
Stop this madness! I command you in the name of the sun! Oh my God, are you crazy? Do you know who I am? Never finished from the supernova?
Wait, sir. What if she's right? The sun does have a burning temper.
Ha! What did he do? I got his precious daughter.
And even if you didn't, your majesticalness is more than enough to eclipse.
Now, I've prepared a very special room for you, my dear princess. So please, I insist, take a long rest.
Meow. What lad? He's left Caliburn unattended for once. Kukaro, you are one lucky person.
There before our hero towered the most impressive pair of scissors you've ever seen. The legendary Caliburn, the celebrity found fast by vile vines, the twisted offspring of the Moon Bear King's twisted magic.
Kukaro, Caliburn didn't cut about one scissors. He used to serve the mule goddess.
Stand forward, boy, and take your destiny now.
So, don't you see, Caliburn has chosen you.
And so Kukuru's fortunes were starting to look up. After all, he was now the proud owner of a pair of enchanted scissors. Still, it wasn't all good. Remember, Caliburn belongs to the Moon Bear. And the boy's first challenge was to extricate himself from the booby trap he'd just set off.
Right there. That's done, Kukaro. We'll be out of here in no time. Yes, you know what to do. Oh, wizard, like a true wizard. See, take good care of Caliburn, and Caliburn will take care of you. Don't stop now, or that graze will catch us. Get out of here.
did you get out? Wait, how did you get in? You witch! What have you done to my throne room? God, apprehend that thing! Deftly and darkly, the grubs descended upon our trembling hero. And locked within each of them was the soul of a child, just as scared as him. I'll put your head clean off your shoulders!
Get caught, and you'll be gratified, just like the rest of these poor children.
God! I want that sticky-fingered scoundrel's head! God! God! I'll do it myself. Weaver. Of all the Moonbear King's nightmarish magical creations, weavers were some of the nastiest. This was Kutero's first ever real dose of fear. But to escape the Weaver, those fears would need to be conquered. As the clash grew even clashier, the boy slipped, sliced, and sundered with the cold realization his life counted up.
The Weaver is full of souls, like the one you saw before, but not those souls free, and you can flatten this carpet for good.
The fell Weaver was now lost. With the legendary calibers firmly in hand, Kutero had taken the first step of his grand adventure. Unfortunately, the next steps had to be taken at a run, as the Savage King was hot on our heroes. Tiger!
Yes, sir.
Where did that well go?
When Connie fought me fast, he has such tiny legs. I imagine he's right around the corner.
I don't want him around the corner. I want him cornered. Find that thing, or I'll find someone who can.
Please, sire, your blood pressure. I'll take care of it. Would you like a backdrop? A glass of warm milk? Anything? No?
Bravo, Kutero. None of the others ever made it half as hard. This will be good. Here. Oh, man up, would you please? Would you prefer the ground find you and the moon bear feast the answer you
With a flash of Calibris, Kutero held the frightful monster and freed the soul of every last child in the fiend's clutches. Well done, Kutero! The souls he freed were homeward bound. Kutero had obtained. Join us again for Act 1, Scene 1.
Now back to Kutero's tale. Lucky Kutero, suckered into stealing a set of sorcerer's scissors by the witch and stirring up a tyrant's rage. Now, all his hopes of escaping the castle were dashed, just as he himself dashed like mad to outrun the soldier grubs who wanted his head. Poor Kutero. His only hopes now were Calabrus and a witch of most frustrating character. What cruel tricks will fate play on him
You pussy cat, where are you? I ought to touch. Oh, they help me! Did you forget you sent us off in the first place? Yes, Calabrus chose him. Finally! Those legendary shields will cut right through the moon bear king blackest and set the moon realm free! Now, young brother, why don't you let Remy hold on to them for you? Right now, you wooden dog! What's that for? Don't you tell me I'm a pure time! You man Calabrus, you need either a heart as pure as the gold, or nerve to shake naturally like the green. But all you've got is a candy food. So nuts! You keep kind of love. Take care of it to me.
I smell you. That's a pumpkin stinker, silly.
Oh, General Tiger. Oh, where is the beautiful vice Anything about this will be, but if I see him, you'll be the first to laugh to me.
This egregiously foul odor must be witch stink. You are certain he's not here?
Oh, yes, there is such a lot, I will bring that scoundrel to justice. Oh, they will civil tonight.
Don't worry. My grubs will have this whole castle locked down in no time.
Alright, back to work.
After all, we can't have anyone crashing the prison towers, making off with the knight's powers, now can we?
Sure can.
Dear. Then get your hiding in gear!
The tiger's tongue had slipped. Whatever powers this knight had, they were clearly important. The castle walls didn't come with stairs. Clinging to the slippery stones instead were giant living vines imbued with dark magic. Slipping, cutting, slicing through the vines with Calabrus, Kutero scrambled up and up. Onward he must climb. As you may have noticed, there was a reason the Moon Witch
framed Kutaro steaming scissors. The moment she marched him onto the throne room, she had already concocted a plan to take Calibris for herself. Despite himself, Kutaro was growing excited. What kind of awesome power could this knight in the towers have anyway? Not even the Ryle Rhymes could still Kutaro's scissors.
We'll have to use these for stairs. Just cut along the seams.
Thanks to Calibris, not even the steepest tower walls could stop Kutaro. Kutaro sliced his way through flags, pines, anything he could stick those scissors into. Not everyone took it sitting down when the moon their king rose forever. Many tried to ask the task. One or two of them even survived. But the goddess's mightiest champions all fell. and their powers were locked away in secret, well-guarded places. Now, where do you suppose the night power lies? Tower top security was tight. The Weaver patrolled the smoke-ridden sky, swooping and slicing at anything that moved. These towers not only defended the house when the Moon Bear King rebelled against the goddess, but during the ferocious final fight, they also went on the attack. The tyrant later converted the towering spires to a prison, which with abounding imagination he dubbed the Prison Tower. The crushed forces of the Moon Goddess were detained in His Majesty's pleasure to starve, rot, and generally suffer. Only their armor remained to tell their terrible tale. The tyrant later converted the towering spires to a prison, which with abounding imagination he dubbed the Prison Tower. The crushed forces of the Moon Goddess were detained in His Majesty's pleasure to starve, rot, and generally suffer. Only their armor remained to tell their terrible tale. Gorging on the path in its lord's dark seal, the Weaver stretched Underown you had to swallow his fear, step forward and keep his head. Well, looks like the pond has become a night. Why do all your problems seem to come in extra large? It might be deep, but it only stitches. A snip or two should do it.
you found a cheesy armor. I bet you could cut through. I told you so. Just your luck. Hurry up and cut those souls free. Well done! Our adversary was vanquished. An old and scratched-up shield appeared before Cooper. Could this be the power he sought?
Quickly, you fool! He's going to find the Night Shield! How could he possibly know it was in there? Stop him! This can only cost with the shield or the suspicion. Blood will lift up with a moonstone right out of your mouth. But when I fight like you blabbed about the night in front of me. With the help of Calaveras, Kuturo defeated the menace and saved the souls of a lucky few. Well done, Kuturo! The souls he freed were homeward bound.
Alright, we're gonna call the game here.
Find an old shield in the prison tower. But
Thanks for watching, and if you guys want to see some more of me play Puppeteer, let me know. I'll do live feed of this more as well. So
and would Kuturo make it out of the black tower?
until then, you guys have a wonderful night.